Hello, welcome to another edition of our video lessons. Today we'll be looking at the 2020 mathematics past question, the section A of it, and we'll be taking question number 1. It's going to be an interesting one because we are going to look at a word problem question and a question on set theory. Now the first question is the one you're seeing on the screen. That's question 1A, and it says if A is equal to the multiples of 2, B is the multiples of 3, and C is the factors of 6. They are all subsets of what? M. If they are all subsets of M, which is equal to X, which ranges from the value of 1 less than or equal to X, or 1 greater than or equal to 10, find the value of A prime intersect B prime intersect what? C prime. Now the B part of the question says tickets for a movie premium cost $18.50 each, while bulk purchase price for 5 tickets is $80. If 4 gentlemen decides to get a 5th person to join them so that they can share the bulk purchase price equally, how much would each person save? So that's an interesting question which we are going to search for solution for. The first thing we need to do is to answer the question 1A. It's going to be an interesting one, and I want you to pay attention as we go about discussing this question on set theory. Remember, we were told that all these parameters are subsets of a set M, and the set M is a set that ranges from what? X, which is 1 less than or equal to X, and less than or equal to what? 10. All these values are subsets of that what? Set. Now if we are asked to look for the A prime intersect B prime intersect C prime, we have to know what the whole values of the set is. Now let's look at what the whole values of the set is. Our M now will now be equal to what? Our M now will now be equal to, remember, when writing this, we should get to know that these are values that are what? X is what? X is what? Is greater than, X is greater than or equal to 1, and then our X can also be less than or equal to what? 10. So if you find out this expression of inequality can be written in this form. So wherever you see expressions like this, it means X is greater than or equal to 1, or X is less than or equal to 10. Now let's look at this expression. This expression shows that X is a value that ranges from 1 to what? 1 to 10. So the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and what? And 10. So these are the values that we have, because we say X is what? It's less than or equal to 1, is greater than or equal to 1, and less than or equal to what? 10. So 1 and 10 are inclusive, but if you have a value, they say your X is what? Is greater than what? 1 and not equal to, that means 1 is not what? Included. So having gotten that, this is the main full values of the set. This is the set itself. So all we need to do is to find this other what? Subset, because all these are subsets of what? Of this main set. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to find the elements that are in set A, we're going to find the elements that are in set B, and we're going to find the elements that are in set what? In set C. And after that, we're going to look for the element in A prime, the element in B prime, and the element in what? In C prime. Now let's go. Now we say elements in A are elements which are the multiples of what? 2. What are the multiples of 2? The multiples are 2 are the products we derive or we get when we multiply 2 with numbers from 1 to what? To infinity. So if you multiply 2 by numbers with 1 to infinity, whatever products you get are the multiples of what? 2. Now let's say 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 6, 2 times 4 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8. So we see 2, 4, 6, 8 are all multiples of what? Of 2. So we are going to continue writing that. We have 2 first, we have 4, we have 6, we have 8, and the next one is what? 10. All these are the multiples of what? 2 within this range. Now the next thing we're going to look at is the multiples of what? 3. Now we're going to look at the multiples of 3 that are within the range of the main what? Set. So what are the multiples of 3 that are within the range of the main set? The multiples of 3 that are within the range of the main set is 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is what? 9, and that is the what? The final number. Now the next value we are going to look for is to look for the factors of 6. Now what are the factors of 6? Let's find the factors of 6. 2 will divide 6 to give us what? 3. 3 will go here to give us 1. So you see now that the factors of 6 can be 1, can be 2, can be 3, and it can be what? 6 itself. Those are the factors of 6. Now remember, what we are asked to look for is to find A what? Prime intersect what? B prime intersect what? C what? Intersect C prime. So now we are going to find what the prime are. We're going to first of all look for A prime. What are the values, the elements in what? In the set A prime. Now A prime are the elements that are found in the universal set, but they are not found in the set A. So what are these elements? Let's isolate those elements. Remember I said elements that are found in the universal set, but they are not found in set what? A. Now what are those elements? 2 is found in the universal set, so 2 is not included in what? In the set of A what? Prime. 1 is included, 4 is not included, we have 3, 3 is included, 6 is not included, we have 5, 5 is included, 5 is not here, 8 is not here, 10 is not here, so we have what? 7, 7 is here, 7 is not there, 10 is here, and we also have what? 9. So all these are elements of what? Of A prime. What are they? We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And if you check very well, you'll find out that these sets are not in the main what? The universal set. We'll do same for set what? Set B what? Prime. Set B prime are sets in the universal set, but they are not found in what? They are not found in set B. And what are they? We have 1, we have 2, we have 4, we have 5, we have 7, we have what? We have 8, and we have what? 10. All these are the what? The elements in what? In B prime. So finally we're going to look at the element in what? In C prime. What are the elements in C prime? These are the elements in the universal set, but they are not found in what? In the set C. So what are those sets? The sets are what? Now we are going to look at that. The set is what? We have what? 4, we have what? 5, we have what? 7, we have 8, we have 9, and we have what? 10. So you see, we've succeeded in finding all elements that are the prime of those elements. Now we want to look at the intersection of all these elements, because what we are asked to look for is what? Since all these elements are what? Subsets of this main universal set, we are asked to look for A prime intersect what? B prime intersect what? C what? Prime. Now the intersect of a set are those elements that are found common to all those sets. They are elements that are common to all those sets. So if I say A intersect B, I mean elements that are common to A and what? B. So if I say A intersect B intersect C, they are elements that are common to A, B and C. And what are these elements? We are going to bring out these elements. The elements are, what are the elements that are common here? We have 5 is common, right? What other element is common? Good. Did I hear you say 7? 7 is what? 7 is common. So we have element 5 and what? 7. They are the element of what? A prime intersect B prime intersect C prime. So the result, the answer to our question is element 5 and what? 7. These are the elements that are common to what? To set A prime, A, B and what? And C. So you see, solving set question is very easy. I have a full-blown video on set theory. Go to my channel, check that video out, and you are going to understand all what we've done here. They are very simple. Now let's look at the B part of the question. The question says tickets for a movie premiere cost $18.50 each, while bulk purchase price for 5 tickets is $80. If 4 gentlemen decide to get a 5th person to join them so that they can share the bulk purchase price equally, how much would each person save? Now this is a tactical question because it has to do with what? With word problems. Now we're going to see how we can answer this question gradually until we arrive at the very solution. Now remember, the question is a word problem question. Remember, they said the ticket for the premiere, the ticket cost what? The cost of what? One ticket. One ticket cost what? $18.50 what? 50 cents. That's $18.50. And the next thing you are told is that if 5 persons can come together to buy a ticket, it's going to cost them what? $80. So 5 tickets will cost what? 5 tickets will cost what? $80. This is what? Each for 1 ticket. So if 5 tickets will cost $80, so some wise men, they are 4 in number, they decide and say, okay, if I want to get 1 ticket, I'll get it at $18.50, which is quite expensive for me. So 4 of us, let's look for one other guy. We'll bring this guy together, we'll bring it and we'll bring that guy, and together we can be 5, and then we'll buy that bulk ticket. And they succeeded in getting one guy. They bought their money together, they gathered the money together and went to buy that movie ticket for what? $80. 5 of them got that ticket. Now the question now is, how much will each person save? Now for us to solve this question, there are various ways in which we can solve this question, but we are going to look at the easiest way. Now if we take that $80, I will now ask myself, if we divide that $80 by 5, how much will each of these person, how much will it cost each of this person? Now we have our $80. We want to divide it by what? 5. 80 divided by 5 will give us what? That will give us what? $16. So that means each of them will have to contribute what? $16 in order to make up that what? $80. So that means if 5 of them comes together, they are going to contribute $16 each in order to buy the premiere movie ticket in what? In bulk. So if each of them brings $16 and the initial cost of the ticket is $18.5, the answer is just surfacing. How much will each of them save? So you see, it's very easy. Now, so each of these gentlemen will have to save $18.50 minus what? Minus 16 what? Dollars. That is just it. So each of them will save, each person will save $18.50 minus what? Minus 16 what? Minus 16 what? Dollar. So if you subtract that, we are going to have what? $2.50 what? Cents. So you see, each of them is going to save $2.50 what? 50 cents. Now there are other ways through which you can solve this, whichever ways. That is why the Waec has marking scheme. Other person might decide to say, okay, I will take $18, and after that $18 I want to see how much $18.50 if I change it to if I multiply it by 5. Assume each of them buy this ticket. I have multiplied by 5. I'm going to get a value, and that value will be $92.50. Okay, $92.50 minus the bulk amount they are going to get if they buy the ticket in bulk, that is $80. You're still going to get $2.50 cents. $2.50. So you see, solving questions like this can be very, very easy. All you need to do is just to put your mind together, put your spirit into the question, get to understand the question, and then you can solve it. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I say hit the subscribe button now. If you have subscribed, thanks a lot for turning on to watch this video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.